Good morning, and thank you for watching this morning, wherever you are. You know, sometimes when things are at their very worst in life, it's so easy to give up. We look around and we see things in shambles, and we assume that they're always going to stay that way. We forget that we are the architects of our future, and we have the ability to change our destiny. That's exactly what happened to one young man. One day, Gary opened his old, worn-out wallet, and there inside was his last $10 bill. Early the next morning, he walked through the downtown streets where he saw a large office building with a light on. He decided to check it out, and as he stood outside the front lobby of the building, a large, expensive car pulled up, and a well-dressed elderly man got out. Gary thought to himself, that must be the owner. And so he asked the businessman, "Excuse me, sir, I really need a job. Do you have any openings?" The businessman smiled and said, "Well, we are in need of a good office boy, someone who can sweep and mop the floors, and someone who'll take out the trash and clean the restrooms." Gary thought for a moment, and knowing that he desperately needed a job, he answered, "I can do that." The businessman said, "Well, I tell you what, young man, why don't you clean the lobby floor? And if you do it well, I'll hire you." Gary went to work. He gave it everything he had. He scrubbed, he mopped, he scrubbed some more. When he was finished, that floor absolutely sparkled. The businessman was impressed. "You're hired," he said. "Give me your email address and I'll send you the application to fill out, and also our company brochures and hiring information." Gary sheepishly replied, I'm sorry, sir. I don't have an email address. I don't even own a computer." "What? I've never heard of such a thing. Young man, if you don't have email, you're obviously not keeping up in the world today. And you're not the kind of person we need here at this company." Gary was devastated. He walked out of the building with no hope. He didn't know what to do. He only had $10 in his pocket. On his way back home, he passed a farmer's market. He pulled out that last $10 bill and bought a crate of tomatoes. As he walked, he would stop along the way and ask people at the houses if maybe they wanted to buy some garden fresh tomatoes. In less than 2 hours, he was sold out, and he now had $30 in his pocket. He had just tripled his wealth. He repeated that operation several times that day, and at the end of the day, when he got home, he counted his money, $120. Gary realized that he could survive this way, and so early every morning he went to the market, and every day he came home late, but always with a very nice profit. Each day his money doubled or tripled. Soon he was able to afford to buy a cart, then later a truck. Before long, he had his own fleet of delivery vehicles. 5 years later, Gary's company was one of the biggest food retailers in the area, with several different stores and millions of dollars in sales. One day he was discussing an investment opportunity with his banker. At the end of the conversation, the broker said, "Gary, if you'll just give me your email address, I'm going to send you over a proposal." Gary replied, "I don't have an email address. I don't even own a computer." The broker was astonished. He said, "You don't have an email and yet you have built an empire? Can you imagine what you could have if you had email?" Gary thought about it for a minute and said, "Yes, I would be an office boy." As I told you a bit ago, each of us are the architects of our future. And we have the ability to change our destiny. We have that power within us, and we have a God who loves us. So no matter how dark and desperate things might look today, we know that tomorrow will be brighter. I pray that you have a blessed day today. Each morning, look to this Facebook page for more encouraging videos that will help to lift your spirits. And as always, I encourage you to leave a comment and feel free to share this video with your friends. Thank you, and God bless you as you go through your day today.